Let me clear my throat. Sorry. I'm not a dork, I swear. All right, we are going to do a pick a card reading today. This is going to be a Merry Christmas pick a card reading. What you need to know for the last week of 2021. So, this will be what to expect, any messages your guides want you to know for the last week of the year. So, take a deep breath, focus on the question, and we are going to pick the pile that you are drawn to. I will put a timestamp in the description box and in the comment box as well, so you can skip to the pile that you want. All right, so pile 1 is going to be rose quartz, pile 2 will be lapis, pile 3 will be angelite, and pile 4 will be smoky quartz. So deep breath. You can absolutely pick more than one pile if you would like, but try not to overload yourself with too much information, and just remember these are collective readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that you're picking a pile that is not resonating with you at all, you can always try to jump to another pile and see if that resonates. All right, so we are going to begin. All right, pile 1. If you picked rose quartz, this is your pile. Keep in mind, rose quartz is a heart chakra stone. It's a gemstone that gives a lot of healing, especially when it comes to your emotions. It brings a lot of peace. It brings a lot of comfort. So you might be... Ew, definitely opening up to more love right now. Definitely going through a lot of healing, especially with your heart chakra. Okay, I definitely feel, for the most part, probably for all of 2021, it's been a very confusing year for you. I feel like maybe you've felt that you've been kind of going around in circles. You can't really seem to get on a straight path. um, I definitely feel like you're in a very powerful place of healing. You're really opening up your heart chakra. I feel like you might be in this space where you're not really sure what path to take forward, where you're feeling that either you have too many options in front of you, or you might even feel like it doesn't matter what option you choose, you're still going to kind of feel stuck. The 10th house is asking you to take responsibility and focus on your success. So that could be, taking time to put your energy into your career. It could also be taking time to put energy and effort into what is most important right now. I do feel that there is a lot of shifts that are going on. It's really important for you to kind of step into your own right now. And I feel like it might be that that's what this year has kind of taught you. I feel like you've kind of maybe been going along, uh, I don't want to say going along with another person's plan or another person's path, but like maybe like in relationships with other people, it's just been very confusing. Nothing has ever really gotten very grounded. You could be kind of, have spent a lot of time focusing on guidance from other people, but finding that guidance from other people is getting you kind of turned in circles. And I feel like this is telling you to really take time to focus on where you want to be within yourself. If you're, for example, really struggling in your love life and you find that you cannot get your love life grounded, put your energy and effort into what you other things, like you if put your money, or put your energy into your career, put your energy into something that you feel passionately about. Take responsibility and put effort into things that are moving and that are working, and that opens up the energy around you. I feel like you're definitely in for a pretty significant shift in your career, especially those of you who work, um, who either are working from home. For those of you who are working in the medical field or working in some kind of healing field, I feel like there might be something where you're shifting this to more home based or a more personal. It might be that you're doing like home health care or you're doing some kind of work from home. For this is a message for some of you. You might be dealing with needing to take care of or help your mother or some a female in your family. So that's something to keep in mind. If we're being honest, for some of you, I feel like you might have somebody in your family that you're seeing that their living conditions are not the best, and you might be having to take some sort of responsibility for that, like or take control or take charge of that in some way. All right, let's see what else comes up for you. I also feel like something that has been like really up in the air for you, something that has been very confusing, something that has been going around in circles. It's like somebody maybe has been lost trying to figure out the solution or trying to avoid something, like something is becoming impossible to ignore right now, whether that be you or whether that be somebody that you're connecting with. It's like something that has been going around in circles, something that has been very confusing. It's becoming impossible to ignore, and somebody is having to take responsibility for something, whether that be you or somebody that you're connecting with. It's an issue that has been going around and around and around in circles for a long time, and it's creating like way too much conflict this last week. Bye, love you. And if this is something that you're dealing with and you're not sure what to do, it's like any little tiny thing you can do to put effort into bringing this to a solution, even if it seems to be something very minute. Um, like, do what's best for you when it comes to that. Also, if in your relationship, if there has been a lot of uncertainty, if you don't know where you stand with this person, or if you and this person have just been dealing with a lot of like really extreme ups and downs in this relationship, you might be waiting for this person to kind of step up to the plate. But I feel like this person is just like really not sure what to do. I feel like the desire to bring healing to this is there, but this person is not sure what to do. So it might be up to you to do what you can to kind of bring healing to this situation. All right, so let's see what else comes up for you. If any of you are going to be traveling over the next week, make sure you're checking everything. Make sure you're preparing for any kind of like unexpected detours or unexpected delays. Especially if you're traveling to see your mother. Make sure you get everything kind of checked in your car. Just make sure you're prepared for any kind of like inconvenience, any detour, any unexpected change in plans. I don't feel like it's going to be anything that's going to cause like a lot of stress, but I feel like it's important to just be prepared for it. All right, so tell me what you need to know about the last week of 2021. You have the King of Swords, which is about the truth, and the High Priestess. There is some kind of truth that has been hidden, and that is going to be coming to the surface for you the last week. Something that you have suspected, something that you have felt, it's being made very clear for you. I feel like it's something very positive. You have the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy for you this last week. You've definitely been fighting. You've definitely kind of spent the year fighting a pretty big battle, fighting to kind of stand in your own truth. I feel like it's almost like there is a vision that you have, there is a truth that you know, there is a truth that you're wanting to manifest for yourself, and you've been like pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing for this truth. I do feel like you're with the Two of Swords. I feel like you're just really stuck in how to proceed forward. Just because I feel like you've been fighting this battle for a long time. It's like you might even feel like everything's kind of closing in on you. But in all honesty, it's almost like that's where you're getting your inspiration from. It's like the more things are closing in on you, the more difficult things are getting, the more fired up you're getting, because what's in front of you is that Queen of Wands energy. There's something that you have a very deep desire for, and I feel like you've been fighting very hard to almost like hold on to this desire. I feel like physically, 3D wise, like you're doing everything that you can possibly do. I feel like you've tried to figure out every single solution to this. You're getting that inspiration that you need. Let me keep going with this. Oh, I like that. All right, so you do have the Ace of Cups and the Temperance card and the Five of Swords and the Death card. The Ace of Cups is about opening up to new love. It's emotional fulfillment. It's a renewal in a relationship, and it's very deep healing. The Ace of Cups and the Temperance card does indicate very strongly a reconciliation. It also indicates a strong soulmate connection. It indicates bringing balance into a relationship. With the Five of Swords in the Death card, for some of you, you've been dealing with a lot of difficulties in a connection with another person, or just in your love life in general. I feel like you have seen love as being like a battle, or this relationship has been filled with a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of, kind of like mental conflict. But I don't know if you notice in this Five of Swords, this is a mirrored energy, and in the middle of that, if I'm not mistaken, that's an olive branch. So if you're in a connection with another person, I feel like you're both mirroring fears and insecurities to each other. But I feel like you both are wanting to work through this. You both are wanting to bring some sort of transformation, bring some sort of healing. With the Seven of Cups, emotionally, there's a lot of uncertainty. Um, there's a lot of uncertainty about how to proceed forward, about where you stand. But underneath that, you have the Empress card and you have the Strength card, which indicates a deep, unconditional love. It's divine love. It's about having compassion. It's about having understanding. And underneath that, you have the Six of Wands, which is success. So, whatever difficulties you're dealing with, especially when it comes to your love life, especially when it comes to your own personal fulfillment, I feel like this has all been with the Four of Swords for your healing. This has been, in all honesty, a very difficult year, especially for relationships. A lot of karma is being cleared out, but there's also a lot of healing. Um, you're wanting something deeper. You're wanting something with more purpose, with more passion, especially when it comes to your love life. And also for some of you, when it comes to like following your career path. Um, I feel like you're really wanting to bring a big change, a deeper change. But I feel like in you're worried that in stepping towards that change, you're going to lose everything that you've worked towards. So it might be like you're feeling that if you push for change in this relationship that you're in, that you risk ending this connection. But I feel like by not seeking that change, you're going to constantly feel in this space of lack. Your outcome for the year is the 10 of Cups. That is emotional fulfillment. That is kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's coming together in a really beautiful way in a connection with another person. You have the Lover's card. I feel like this has come up in quite a bit of relationship readings recently. A lot of people, when they see a connection that they want, when they feel an emotional connection to another person, we kind of put those rules in our head that we're not going to let ourselves fall into this or feel deeply for this or pursue this until we know for sure that this is something that's available to us. So when you do that, you step into it with walls up, and you're stepping into it not representing your truth and waiting for that other person to show you something. But both people are usually mirroring the same type of energy. And so this is saying to you to make the choice for what you want, period. Don't put any limitations on it. Don't say I want this but I don't think that I can have it. No, you decide what you want. You say, I want a relationship where we have this. I want a person that is going to give me this. I want a career path that's going to give me this. You make the choice and say, this is what I want. I know it's available to me. Just by making the choice and telling the universe, I'm open to this, you open yourself up to what you want. If you tell the universe, this is what I want, but until you prove to me that this is what I can have, I'm not going to put in the effort. So this is telling you, like, whatever you can do to pursue what it is that you want on that deep soul level, that's what you need to do, right? So let me get just a little bit more. Tell me what this Two of Swords is. It's like you know the truth, but you're not able to fully see it. And so you're feeling very guarded. But you're getting the inspiration. So let's see what this is. What is this Two of Swords? Four of Cups. It's like you know what you want, but you're not seeing it come to fruition. Um when you're waiting, when you like speak something that you want into existence, when you get in that energy of waiting actually starts to cause resentment, and it closes you off from being open to receive. The important thing is to always work on keeping your energy flowing. So when you say, okay, universe, I want $1,000,000. You can't just sit there and wait for the $1,000,000 to come to you. You have to keep your energy moving. Keep your focus on your work. Anything that's uplifting your energy, as long as you're getting your energy moving and you're not stuck in that energy of wait. Because the inspiration and the opportunity comes when you get into that place of surrender. by being in the Six of Swords death energy, it's almost like you're hanging on to um, the in-between phase. This is saying you have to kind of transition yourself into that new energy, continue to let go of what is no longer serving you, and let that inspiration come, because it is. The Sun and the Queen of Wands is like, you're really shining right now. You're really standing in the spotlight. You're getting a lot of recognition that represents success in what you're pursuing too. I feel like there's a desire to make some sort of offer. This might be in regards to a relationship, um, but there's a feeling of not having enough, or a fear of rejection. So that's something to keep in mind. The Star card. Yeah. It's like having such a strong desire for something that it's like you're looking at that desire thinking, well, this is too good to be true. So this might not be available to me. This could be that the person that you're connected to also. But the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups, this is that sudden shift in that connection. And the Four of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Whoa. This is like unexpected communication or an unexpected information coming about this connection that's going to reconnect, and bring a lot of healing to this connection. If this is a new connection, this is going to be somebody that you connect to instantly. For some of you, this is not necessarily romantic. This is a lot of family healing that's going on. But for a lot of you, I do feel that this is definitely a lot of really positive shifts in your love life. There's very strong Scorpio energy here. There's Gemini energy. There's very strong fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Aquarius. So if you have that in your chart, or if somebody you're connected to has that in their chart, do we have anything else? Libra also. So again, if this is a relationship, if you're waiting for this person to take some sort of action, I feel like they feel like they don't have enough to offer you. But I do feel that there's some sort of unexpected or very quick communication or insight coming in that's going to really kind of bring those good feelings back in the relationship and bring a lot of clarity to this connection. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Merry Christmas. See you guys next year. Maybe. I'll see you guys before then. Bye-bye. All right, pile two. If you picked pile two, you picked Lapis. Lapis Lazuli is your throat chakra. That's all about authenticity. It's all about expressing your truth. Communication might be really important to you right now. You might even be seeing a new truth. All right. What do y'all have? You're definitely dealing with a lot of like fluctuating emotions right now, fluctuating feelings right now. There's something that's shifting, there's something that is changing for you. This is something that is on your path. And at the end of the day, it's almost like you're being shifted in a new direction. But and unexpectedly at that. But this is bringing you exactly what you want. It's definitely important for you right now to kind of ground your energy, like really keep that focus on keeping your energy grounded, tapping into your physical world, tapping into the present moment. For some of you, I feel like there's some kind of change of plans, or some kind of um, last minute unexpected change that's really gotten you feeling really uncertain. What is this? Whatever is shifting for you right now, it's like it's something that's necessary to change. Somebody maybe is suddenly changing the way they're acting around you. Somebody maybe is suddenly very closed off. Somebody maybe is like changing their plans with you at the last minute, but it's definitely seems to be something that's got you like really feeling uncertain and very worried about your future right now. But the buffalo represents being like a complete master of your physical and your spiritual world and being able to coincide. This is like the most powerful manifesting energy that you can have when you're very much connected to your spiritual world, when you're very much connected to your emotional world, but at the same time grounded as well. um, I feel like it might be that kind of you're stuck, something has shifted and it's taken you, sorry, it's it's really taking you out of your comfort zone. It's really triggering a lot of emotions for you. But these emotions and feelings that are coming up are things that need to be nurtured right now, are things that need to be released. It's almost like you're being kind of pushed for a minute to really take some time for self reflection to make sure that your emotional world is at peace with your physical world, like what your desires are, what your emotional needs are reflected in your physical world. And if there's like a complete imbalance in that, I feel like it's almost like everything's kind of being shaken up so you can um get that centered. For some of you, it's almost like you're very much in this spiritual place. You've been really focused on your spirituality, on tapping into your intuition, but you've neglected your physical world. And so it's important for you to kind of take note of what's going on in your physical world. It could be the complete opposite, that you're really focused on what's going on in your physical world and you've kind of neglected your emotions. And so something is coming in to kind of shake things up. There's some kind of unexpected shift or change in direction. That's going to kind of seem unnerving, but it's for the purpose of you to kind of really tap into what your feelings are right now and make sure that everything kind of coincides together. um I feel like there's definitely a lot of like maybe family issues coming to the surface or relationship issues coming to the surface. For some of you, and this has honestly come up in a lot of readings, for some of you, there's a lot of healing that is going on between you and your mother or somebody who has been a motherly figure to you. I feel like you're just finding this last week that your mind is in kind of like an upheaval, that you're not really sure what path to take. Something could have unexpectedly ended for you. And you're sitting here wondering, like, oh my God, what now? What now? What now? This is like, this is meant to happen. Like, this is putting you on the path that you are meant to be on. And the way to kind of navigate through this the last week is to really tap into your emotions, even if they're heavy emotions, even if you want to cry. I tell people all the time, crying is the most powerful healing that you can do. Um, we feel like crying makes us a baby, and that doesn't mean you have to cry in front of a bunch of people, but just cry, like being able to sit down and cry is a release of emotions. It's a release of heavy energy. Um, you don't have to see it as like a sappy, crazy thing. It's just like, okay, it's the same thing as, sweating. It's the same thing as peeing. It's releasing negative energy. So just see it like that, as stupid as it sounds. Let's see what else is coming up for you guys, though. I feel like for some of you, it might be that somebody's changing their plans with you for the holidays. And that might be something that's really getting to you, which is completely understandable. All right, what's your current energy? You have the Ace of Wands. Okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles is your overall energy. It's like you're ready for something stable. You're ready to put focus into something that has value, but you're in this space, I feel like, because you've been triggered. The Ten of Swords and the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you might feel very deceived by another person, or you feel like somebody's just like running you around in circles. I kind of feel, if we're being honest, for some of you, that it might be that you've had this connection, that you've kind of put this person on a pedestal, maybe, and you've really been trying to kind of like make this relationship work, and I feel like you're not seeing it in the same light that you were seeing it before. Something has triggered you, and I feel like you're wanting a change in this connection, but I almost feel like you're wanting this change to happen now. With the Hierophant being your challenge, it's like there's a need to kind of go through the process and follow a more traditional path, follow a more structured path. Or it could be that you're tired of being in the same structured energy and you're ready for something new, but you're struggling how to get through that. I feel like a lot of you are connecting with somebody. This might even be in your work. It's like one person has this more expansive type of view, this more creative type of energy, this more passionate type of energy, and the other person has this more grounded and secure and stable and more methodical type of energy. And it might be that you and this person are clashing. For some of you, I feel like you're being triggered in a connection. You're wanting some kind of big shift in a connection. And I feel like you're not really wanting to go through any long, drawn out process with this. The Eight of Wands is like you're ready to move forward. You're ready for some excitement. You want to work together with this person. I feel like to some degree, you're wanting this person to maybe put up a fight for you, or you're wanting this person to show interest, because you feel like this person is not taking you seriously. I feel like it's like this person has their way that they're having to do things right now. With the Strength card, I feel like it's important for you to see the situation with compassion, but also focus on what's important to you. Your outcome is the High Priestess. Your outcome is taking a more, and I don't mean this in a negative way, taking a more receptive energy, like taking a more not taking any immediate action right now, because I feel like this desire to hurry up and take action is there. You want to hurry up and get something communicated. You want to hurry up and get something moving forward. If it's a job, if it's a new way to make money that you have in mind, or something, whatever you're looking towards, I feel like you're wanting to hurry up and get it accomplished. But I feel like it's important for you to take a step back and really pay attention to what's going on around you right now. um, be more receptive about the information that is coming towards you and the opportunities that are coming towards you, instead of rushing forward. If this is about a relationship with another person, be willing to kind of take a step back for a little bit and really pay attention to everything that's going on. For those of you who are connected to somebody that you feel has involved you in some kind of third party situation, or if there is some kind of third party situation interfering with this connection, I feel like it's important to understand that first and foremost, that third party energy has to be ended and cleared away before things can progress with this connection. And so you might be wanting to hurry up and rush this connection forward, but if there was another person involved in this in any part, there needs to be time for healing from that energy. Let me get a little bit more. um, Tell me what this Ace of Wands is for you. Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands. Yeah, like you want love, you want romance, you want progression in a relationship. I feel like you're wanting to be kind of swept off your feet. I feel like also that you're wanting to connect with somebody who sees value in you. But your blockage is the Eight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So that's either there's a commitment that is blocking this from moving forward. There's some kind of routine mindset, routine thinking, or there's a need to do things in a more like in a step by step kind of way. Yeah, Four of Swords, Six of Swords. This is a time for kind of healing and allowing things to kind of transition instead of being in this rush to move forward. Because right now, you've been waiting and working towards this for a long time, and you're tired of waiting. And so I feel like some of you are either in this space where you're looking at this relationship saying, I'm either going to end it now and walk away and move towards something new, or I want to see things working for me in this relationship right now. What you have to understand is when you're putting energy towards something that has value, that is something that is going to be long term, there is going to be a process. You're not going to see the results overnight. Now, I'm not saying to continue to put effort into something if somebody's not like matching your effort. But I do feel a lot of you are kind of I kind of feel for some of you, I've done this before. It could be that you're so frustrated in a connection that it might be that, like, you know how when people are like, okay, then I'm just going to end it, but with the hopes of that person still following them and still chasing them. I kind of feel like you might be in that energy. No, this, like I said, I've done it before. It could be the person that you're dealing with also. The person that you're dealing with could be used to relationships that are all about, conflict and drama and somebody fighting for the other person. And so it might be that that's the kind of energy that you're dealing with in this connection. For those of you who are pursuing a career, you might worry that there's too much competition in what you're trying to pursue. You might be trying to kind of rush and get things going really fast because you feel like there's a time crunch, or you feel like you have to get ahead of the game. But there's value in taking your time and focusing on the step by step of this right now. And again, if this is about a relationship, there's value in working out things in a step by step basis. I feel like also it's important to be mindful of what your intentions are. You are on the right path with this. I just feel like it's important to take a step back and let your emotions and let your intuition guide you instead of what your practical mind is trying to tell you to do. And keep in mind, don't follow your emotions when you're upset, obviously. Um, because there is this shift forward that you want. You are in this energy of starting something really positive. It's just like there's this transition period that needs to happen, or there's like there's like a step by step thing that either this person has to go through or that you're going to have to go through for the next couple of weeks. And again, I feel like it's more important to kind of step back and be an observer for the next couple of days and see the energy that's coming towards you. All right. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Bye bye. All right. Pile three. If you picked pile three, you have Angelite. Angelite is a stone of peace and tranquility. It is blue, so it does represent the throat chakra, but it's about being able to really just flow with that really peaceful energy, soothing energy, comforting communication. Oh, you have got some beautiful energy here. All right, let's see. I feel like this message is first of all saying that you're on a very powerful healing path right now. You're definitely moving in a really positive direction. um 2022 is going to be a pretty expansive year for you. I feel like it's possible that maybe kind of you stepped into this year, um and you might feel like I feel like this year it's almost like you feel like you've been kind of like shot back down to like a newbie, right? Like you might feel like you've had to kind of start all over again, or you might have kind of entered into a situation where you felt that you were not sure like what to do, but you worked through it. And I feel like the lion represents going through a really powerful self transformation, a really powerful growth process. It's all internal. And the more you work on and grow and expand within your internal world, the more you see that in your external world. And I feel like you're really feeling accomplished this year. I feel like you've really achieved a lot, especially within your self growth. The ninth house also indicates self growth, independence, karma. It also indicates expansion, expanding your views, learning something new. For a lot of you, I feel like you've learned a lot, either about yourself, about your spirituality, about your spiritual path. You have a lot of guides around you, a lot of protection around you. I feel like what this message is very, very strongly is that you're learning to, and you have learned to find that balance between your physical world, your ego, and your soul self. um I feel like you're being shown something in a completely new light this last week of the year. Something that you once thought was an inconvenience, or something that you maybe looked at and you thought that it was something very negative, is actually turning into a blessing. I also feel like if you look at the lion and the puppy, by the way, is about loyalty and friendship and remaining true to what's important to you. But if you look at the difference in the lion and the puppy, like the lion is very strong, but the puppy is very vulnerable. I feel like it's possible too that you're seeing two different sides to a person. or you're finding more comfort in showing more vulnerability. I I don't remember what the quote exactly is, but um, it's like your greatest strength in this world is in being able to be vulnerable. And I feel like that's kind of the energy that you're in right now, or what you're seeing right now, is that there's just as much strength and power in vulnerability as there is in like brute force. For some of you, it's almost like you might look and see that you have like two different types of connections to people, like two different types of relationships in your life. You either have like very strong minded, very powerful, confident people in your life. And then on the flip side of that, you have very emotional types of people, or people that don't seem to be very certain about their path forward. And I almost feel like you can look at both of those types of people and see kind of the benefit and the beauty in both of those types of energy, if that makes sense. um I feel like also it might be that something happened to you recently that kind of knocked you down, like knocked you down and made you feel very vulnerable. But you progressed through it in such a powerful way that I feel like other people around you are looking at you in a different perspective. I also feel like you're stepping into some kind of leadership role. It might be this week that you're kind of like the head of the family or the matriarch of the family, and you're working to kind of bring everybody together. I feel like you can see like both sides of the stories. You're able to see everybody's perception, and you're able to kind of bring that together and bring a lot of like healing and growth and expansion into your relationships, into your family. I feel like for a lot of you, you're really on a very powerful spiritual journey. You might feel like you don't know what to do. You might feel like a newbie. You might feel very um, uncertain. But the reality of it is like you're in a very powerful position right now. I also feel like you're learning to integrate opposites in a really beautiful way. You might even have a relationship with another person where initially you've looked at this connection and felt like me and this person are complete opposites. But it's almost like you're able to kind of look at that and see how those opposites blend really well together. So let's go a little bit further and see what comes up. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. Just a side note, if you look at certain people and go, oh, they're hiding behind their ego, um, take note of where you might see that same quality within yourself. Um, I think it's really important for us to keep in mind that everybody is a mirror to us. And so when we look at something in another person that we don't necessarily like, that is sometimes a message to us to look and see if we are exhibiting those qualities in some way, shape, or form. Um, in the same sense, like if you look at somebody and you feel like, oh my God, that person is too aggressive, that person is too outspoken, and you look at yourself and you say, I'm not at all like that. Well, that's sometimes a message that maybe you need to be a little bit more aggressive and you need to be a little bit more outspoken. The things that trigger the things about other people that trigger us intensely are always messages of something that we need to look at within ourselves. It's not saying that we're the bad people and that we're the ones that need to fix ourselves, but anytime that you're triggered by something, it means that there is something that you're needing to address. All right, so what do you have going on the last week of 2021? The Star card. Oh, I love that. So the Star card is just about being in that place of healing. It's also about wish fulfillment. It's about being very optimistic. You might be feeling a little bit vulnerable right now, but again, like I said, it's almost like the vulnerability is your strength right now, and I feel like you're seeing that. I do feel like there's a lot of emotions and feelings that you might be trying to kind of push down. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. It's like trying to be very optimistic, trying to be very vulnerable, but with the Nine of Wands still kind of still being a little wounded, still kind of feeling very protective of your energy. I feel like you're in this space. You're like, I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to take a leap of faith. Um, you're trying to manifest something, but you're finding with the Four of Cups that you're still not happy with it. With the Devil card, that does indicate a negative attachment, um, something restrictive that needs to be released. Give me one more on that. The Knight of Swords reversed. The Devil and the Nine of Pentacles reversed does indicate a codependent type of energy. And the Four of Pentacles. There's something that you're holding on to that needs to be let go of. It's something that gives you comfort. It's something that makes you feel like you're not alone. One more. Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, it's just the idea that you're always going to have to be working hard towards a goal, that in order um, to achieve something, in order to achieve that ultimate wish fulfillment, that it requires like constant, consistent, hard work. For some of you, I feel like there's something that you've been maybe working. I feel like there's something that you feel stuck to. There's something that you're feeling obligated to. Either somebody's dependent on you, or you're dependent on working towards something else because you feel like by shifting paths it's going to cause conflict. Let me keep going with this. Yeah, it's the Tower reversed is trying to hold on so tightly to something because it's like trying too hard to resist change. It's trying to hold on to something that needs to be let go of. It's being fearful of change. This dream that you're wanting to manifest, I feel like requires a very big shift. And I feel like there's something that you're holding a lot in that I feel like needs to be released. There's a relationship that you have that is stuck. Um, it could be a romantic relationship. It could be like a partnership. It's a connection to somebody that is keeping you from moving forward. It is a soul connection. Um, it's a relationship that there's no decision being made on this. There's something in emotionally that's not being acknowledged in this connection. I feel like you're not wanting to take any action or make any decision on this because of out of fear of being rejected. Um, I also feel like you feel that you have no choice in this connection. Once you get out of the routine of this, you open yourself up. You get out of that stuck energy. Six of Wands is success, and Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles and Six of Wands is be able to put in the effort towards your own success, towards what you want to manifest. Yeah, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So you're feeling like unsupported. You're feeling like you don't have enough to move forward. You might even be feeling like you don't have enough information, or you don't have enough communication, or you don't have enough knowledge or insight to move forward. But with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like what you want is absolutely available to you. It's just about really putting that focus into it. It's like there's something that you want and you're telling yourself, I'm taking that leap of faith. I'm I'm staying hopeful. I'm staying optimistic, but it's like there's a battle in front of you. There's something in front of you that needs to be let go of, that needs to be dealt with, that needs to be addressed. Um, because holding on to whatever this is keeping you from having what you want. It's either keeping this relationship stuck at a standstill, it's keeping this relationship from progressing, or you're holding on to a relationship that is keeping you from that happiness that you want. For some of you, I feel like you feel obligated to a relationship, but at the same time, you're not feeling the desire to do anything in this connection. But the minute that the routine gets knocked out of balance, the minute that the routine is gone, the minute that that consistent effort is, that consistent day-to-day energy that you're putting into, the minute that you get rid of that, the opportunity you want is there. So let me do, yeah. Tell me, what is this that you are wanting to manifest right now? What is it that you're wanting right now? The Magician, you're wanting to feel in control. You're wanting to see results of what it is that you've been working towards manifesting, but I feel like you're looking at this and feeling like this is not something that's going to work anymore. It's like, yeah, you have this desire for this relationship, but at the same time, it's like fighting again. It's like Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. It's like blocking the movement forward. Why is it? What is blocking the movement forward? Sun, Temperance, Two of Swords, Page of Cups. Yeah, it's like the traditional way that this is being, okay, for some of you, there's a connection that you're wanting to manifest, or you're wanting to manifest that soulmate connection or a deeper connection. but there's something that there's a person or something that you've committed yourself to that you need to let go of. It might even be something that you've committed yourself to, gives you that boost of energy, gives you some kind of confidence. But if that's the case, I feel like uh it's almost like a false confidence. For It's like there's something that needs to be, it's either a commitment that you need to let, something that you've committed yourself to. It's like something that you're putting energy into that you know that it's not working. That has to be let go of. I feel like you might be like hesitant to create conflict, but I feel like it's important to kind of stand in your light, to stand in your truth, regardless of how it's going to be received. Um, it's like there's some kind of like you're looking at this in a practical way or a traditional way, and that is like you're talking yourself out of it by looking at it in that traditional way. And I feel like it's important for you to really tap into what your feelings are when it comes to this, because I feel like you have pushed down feelings, you've pushed down feelings, because you're not wanting to be let down again. But by pushing down those feelings, it's keeping you stuck in the same routine. And it's like, if this is a connection that is meant to leave your life, it's going to be stuck there until it's addressed. If this is a connection that is meant to move forward, it's going to be stuck in this stalemate until something is addressed. So what is it that you need to address? Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, Three of Cups. I feel like it's like there's no quick fixes to this. It's almost like I feel like there's something that you need to be willing to show. You need to be willing to show your truth just as much as you're wanting from this other person or from this situation. You need to also acknowledge what it is that you want on that deep level. And when you acknowledge what you want on that deep level, this could be that you, in all honesty, are in a commitment and you're realizing that this is not the type of commitment that you want. This is not the type of relationship that you want. You're seeing the type of relationship that you want. You're seeing the type of commitment that you want, but you're looking at this relationship and you're thinking, I have put so much effort into this. Why would I take my chances on something else? But it's like that desire is not going to go away. Be, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I feel like you've grown, and whatever it is that you've committed yourself to is no longer fitting into what feeds your soul. And so I feel like that's the energy that you're in. So it's important to acknowledge like what you want for your soul, what you want for your success, and be willing to kind of take, if this is about opening up some kind of communication between you and another person, I feel like it's important to open up to that. I feel like it's important to be willing to kind of cause a little bit of conflict or cause a little bit of waves right now, because that's going to open you up to what you need. I also feel too that this is something that is shifting regardless. Like I feel like you're going to kind of be taken out of your comfort zone a little bit this week, but that's going to open you up to see the truth that you need to see and to show you what you need to do moving forward. What are you manifesting? What are you moving towards? Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Emperor. You're manifesting something very long lasting. You're manifesting something that is going to bring you a lot of balance, but it is not in the traditional way that you think that it is. There's something very different about this. If this is a new connection, there's something very different about this connection, and you can't go about this connection in the traditional way. I also feel like you're kind of going from what is it that I really want? Do I want stability? Do I want practicality in a relationship, or do I want something more? Do I want something with more depth? And I feel like that's what you're doing, like getting tapped into what it is that you want. Ace of Cups, and you're manifesting that higher level love that you're looking for. But it does require letting go of a lot. It requires letting go of past betrayal, past pain, even like responsibilities that you've taken for relationships in the past. It requires that what is no longer serving you be let go, because until that is addressed, it's going to keep being this cycle over and over. So let what needs to end end. And if you're not sure of what that is, just kind of pray for that connection to your guides. Focus on where you feel peace and where you feel calm and where you feel comfort and where you feel joy. And that's going to be those clues to what you need to move towards what it is that you want to manifest. All right. Ooh, that was long. I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for all your support. And I will see you soon. All right, pile 4. You picked the Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is a very, very good grounding stone. So if you struggle with not feeling grounded, I would recommend carrying a Smoky Quartz with you. It's all about grounding your emotions, your energy, your desires, your manifestations into the physical world. So I kind of feel, oh, there you go. The rider indicates good news coming in. So I feel like this is saying that you're going to start seeing your dreams and your desires start manifesting for you. Ooh, I love this. I like this. Okay. You're definitely receiving some kind of really important news. I feel like it's news that you've been wanting. I feel like it's something that you've been working towards manifesting. You're starting to become very aware that this is coming into your existence right now. I feel like a lot of you are connecting to like your soul family, connecting to higher level types of connections. Um, but I also feel this is coming at an unexpected time, or it's requiring that you're having to make a lot of changes. This is something that's coming to you very, very unexpectedly. It's kind of like something that you want is being presented to you right now, but it might be like at an odd time, like at an uncomfortable time. Like you're being offered this really amazing job opportunity, but you've just started a really good job and you're worried about letting that job go, or you're meeting, you're making a really powerful soulmate connection, but it means that you're going to have to make a lot of changes in your life. I also feel for a lot of you, it's like this sudden kind of awakening moment. It's awakening to a new perception or new ideas that you have not really experienced before. I feel like some of you might even have a choice between two people, um, or you're having to make some kind of choice, and one path is towards your ultimate fulfillment, and one path is to stay on this traditional path that you've been on. And I feel like it might be causing you a little bit of. Let me pull some clarity on this. What are your choices? I don't feel like it's really a choice. It's kind of like the choice between a twin flame and a soulmate. It's a choice between um the long-term career that you want versus the career that you're in now. I just feel one choice might require a bigger change. There's a burden that you're. It's kind of like you're feeling like you went into something very blind. You kind of took your chances on something, and this was not the path, like this was not for you. Yeah, it's like this requires a change, and I feel like you're struggling making this change, even though the energy that I feel that you're in now is like it's an energy that you've been wanting to step out of. You're shifting your values right now. You're shifting what is important to you and what holds value to you. I feel like you're taking charge of your life. I also feel like it's throwing other people off and other people might be triggered. But I feel like overall, like you're seeing something very good come towards you, or you're being alerted to something that you really, really desire. And I feel like this is something that's very important to you. It's something that you're really wanting to pursue. It might be like a soul connection. You're connecting to your soul tribe. You're becoming more aware of the energies around you. You might be becoming more sensitive to everything around you, and you're starting to see that certain things that are in your life that are causing you a lot more burdens than you anticipated. So I feel like something's coming in to show you that something better is available to you, or an easier path is available to you, or a more fulfilling path. But it's coming at you in a weird way, like in a very unexpected way. Like it could even be that you have this really beautiful connection to another person, but this person has been like your friend for a very long time. And it could be that you're finding that there's more to this connection, or you feel like there's more to it. But that means that this is no longer a friendship. That means that you're going to have to pursue more. So I feel like it's like you have a choice to make this last week of the year. I feel like it's a very unexpected choice. It's a very unexpected way that this is happening. But I feel like it's ultimately like it's the good news that you've been waiting for. It's just coming like at a very awkward time. So let's see what else comes up for you. I was listening to a reader. She was saying, "Be careful what you wish for." It's like we're all, when you start to manifest the things that you want, it's like sometimes it's like, is this really what I wanted? Like, be careful what you wish for, because you're getting what you wish for. And in the same sense, if you're saying, I want to manifest a beautiful soulmate connection. And if you're asking to manifest that when you're in a relationship, and then that manifestation comes toward you, it's like, well, you asked for it, right? Don't ask the universe to give you a new place to live if you are not ready to move. Don't ask for, what do they say? Don't ask the universe for strength, because then the universe will give you situations that make you strong, right? Don't ask for knowledge if you're not, willing to have all of this new information coming at you, right? So just be mindful of what you are wishing for, of what you are like consistently focused on, right? If you're consistently focused on saying, I want to manifest a relationship, but relationships are such hard work. Relationships are this, men suck, men are crappy, women are just this, women are clingy, women are this. It's like everything that you're focused on, you're speaking that into existence. So if you're saying, I really want to manifest a relationship, but relationships are such hard work, the universe is like, okay, here's your relationship with all the hard work you wanted. So just be mindful, because I think you're getting what you want. I think it's coming unexpectedly, and you're gonna have to make a choice. You have the King of Wands. So, give me one more. And the six, you're definitely focused on your success. The King of Wands and the Six of Wands is somebody who really wants to be successful, somebody who sees something that they're very passionate about and really wants to pursue something full on. I feel like you're feeling a lot of excitement. I also feel like you might be getting a lot of attention, a lot of recognition, especially in your job, especially in your career. The challenge is Ace of Swords and Six of Pentacles. It's almost like there's a new way of communicating or new ideas that you're having to learn. Let me keep going. I feel like there's something that you're wanting to pursue, but you worry that it's going to hurt another person. You worry that it's going to negatively affect somebody. Or you're worried that if you pursue this and it doesn't work out, that you'll be very hurt. Because I feel like whatever this is that you're wanting to pursue, this is something you hold very close to your heart. This is something you feel very strongly for. What's in front of you is the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot. So you're on the right path to manifest that long-term stability that you want. If this is a career that you're focused on, or something that you're focused on to bring in money or stability and income, I definitely feel like this is a path that is going to bring you a lot of success. For some of you, I feel like it's like you're really focused on being successful in your career, You might even have some kind of leadership role in your career, or a type of career where you really are like standing out, like you're on center stage, but you might be like really struggling with like getting new ideas into this, or how to kind of start this. Or you're worried about full on pursuing this and it not working out. With the Two of Wands and the Tower card, I kind of feel like this is for your hopes position. I kind of feel like you're wanting the universe to make the decision for you. And if you let the universe make the decision for you, it comes out as the Tower card, which it always works in your favor. You're always being pushed on the path that you're meant to be on, but the Tower is like a more difficult kind of energy to deal with, because it's like the universe is just like come in and does it all at once. Your fear is the Lover's card, so I feel like you fear making the wrong decision. You fear going on the wrong path. I feel like you're worried about putting your energy into something new and it not being the right path. For some of you, this is work, and it is requiring a lot of time and energy on your part to put into it. So I do feel that you're kind of struggling with really, again, putting that full on energy into it, and then worried that it's not going to work out. For some of you, this is a relationship. I feel like you're seeing a connection that you're wanting. You're seeing this soulmate connection that you're wanting, but there might be somebody else that you're connected to. There might be another relationship that you're having to end in order to pursue this, or you're worried that if you pursue this connection and it doesn't work out, that you'll be hurt. I feel like also, if you feel stuck this next week, if you feel very restricted this next week, if you suddenly feel like everything that you're doing in your day-to-day routine is no longer working or no longer fulfilling you, or you feel restricted, it's for the purpose for you to see a truth that you need to see, for you to pursue your own truth. I feel like there might be somebody that's blocking some kind of communication, or that you're not getting the communication or insight that you're wanting. Because I feel like it's almost like you're needing to get information in a different way right now. The Two of Pentacles is a cycle repeating itself. Six of Cups, Three of Cups, Knight of Cups, Five of Wands. Okay, yeah. Hangman is about feeling stuck. You're stuck in a place of fear. The energy that you're feeling stuck to right now is of your own creating. The Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords is kind of your mind getting in your own way. The Eight of Pentacles is like that consistent routine type of energy. It's the need to be open to something new, being open to a new way of seeing things or a new way to approach a situation. For some of you, there's a past connection that you're uncertain about, and there might be a new connection as well. And I feel like you might be having to decide between the past connection or this new connection. And I feel like what you're wanting to pursue is going to create conflict. And I feel like that's what you're struggling with. Your guidance is Death reversed and Ten of Cups. Your guidance is saying that you're resisting this change and resisting this transformation. Because you need to focus on your own happiness. I almost feel like it's like you're waiting for another person to make a decision, or you're waiting for something to change, but in waiting for that, like it's like you're the one that has to kind of make this decision. It's like, do you stay in this past energy or do you follow your heart? So let me do this. Tell me a little bit more what this energy is. Six of Wands is your success. Two of Cups, success in love. I do feel like, yeah, you're holding on to something that you're not happy with because you're worried about making the wrong decision. For a lot of you, I do feel like you're debating between like a soulmate connection and a twin flame connection, or you're debating between this one connection that has been very comfortable and this new connection which is more passionate, more excitement. I feel like what you're wanting to pursue requires you to have more confidence, and I feel like you might be struggling with that. But I feel like it's almost like holding off on making a decision. This could be you, this could be somebody you're dealing with as well. Holding off on making a decision because you don't feel like you have what you need to make the right decision. And you're holding on to something that is keeping you from wish fulfillment. The Devil and the Nine of Cups and the King of Wands. It's like you're being pushed to kind of take action towards following your dreams, the Wheel of Fortune. Because the energy that you're in, it's going to be more and more, is that even a word? Intolerable? You're going to find it, you're not going to be able to tolerate being in this energy anymore. If you look at this logically, yeah, I feel like it's like avoiding. I almost feel like it's like you're going to have to be willing to create some sort of conflict. Five of Wands, yeah. Yeah, it's like you're gonna have to be willing to deal with the conflict that making this because your guidance is the Fool and the High Priestess, and that's about taking a leap of faith into something completely new, into something completely unknown. I also feel like it's important to look at the conflict that you're dealing with right now in the um you know I was thinking this the other day. Like, I do a lot of readings, and I always notice that there's certain, um, like, I'll do a reading and it'll be a really good reading, and it'll be like, yeah, this is a beautiful connection. This person is genuine. This person is this, and the person will go, well, they do this. Well, they do this. Well, they do this. Well, they do this. It's like sometimes I feel like we get into this space of consistently looking for something wrong to convince ourselves not to pursue what we want to pursue. And I feel like this is kind of that energy. It's like there's something that you're wanting to pursue, but it does require some sort of shift. And it's almost like you're trying to talk yourself out of it, like you're trying to find everything possibly that could go wrong in this to talk yourself out of it. But the more you talk yourself out of it, like the more unhappy you are in the energy that you're in. So that's just something to keep in mind. Um, I know that's a lot. Strength is about strength and Six of Cups. And yeah, I feel like you're having to decide between, staying in this past energy, in this energy of comfort. There is comfort there, but I feel like you're wanting something more. But in that pursuit for something more, for something deeper, for something more meaningful, there is something that you're having to let go of. There is something that you have to face. And like I said, if you're hoping that the universe is going to kind of take care of this, or if you're even hoping for the universe to give you a sign, I feel like the universe is kind of giving you those signs and messages, but I feel like you're so overwhelmed with the energy around you that it's hard for you to trust it. But again, if you let the universe kick in, the universe will kick in, but sometimes it might be more uncomfortable than necessary. So, Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, Justice. That's about following your heart, following your inspiration, following what you're passionately about. And when you do what is right for you, when you stay in integrity with what feels good to you, everything works out the way that it's supposed to. And you have the Queen and King of Swords. So if this is a connection that you're wanting to pursue, I feel like you and this person that you're wanting to pursue, mentally, you're both on the same page. You both have the same vision. You both have the same ideals. All right. Merry Christmas. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful week. Bye-bye.